The Ring Fanatics podcast, episode number 146. I am Nick, your host. With me, as always, is my co host, Joel.
Yep.
As always, before we even get to the episode, go subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on every social media platform that we can be found: Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, X, um,
Show
anywhere
some
else,
love.
including exactly show some love and just give us a 5-star review if you listen to the audio version of this. Follow
Facts.
us on there, just show us some love however you can. Um, and happy New Year to everybody. It's the first
Happy
episode
New
of
Year, man.
2024. Um, haven't seen y'all since last year.
Ha! You got me tight.
I was waiting all day to say that. Um, but yeah, we can talk about a lot of shit happened in the past couple of days.
Yeah.
A lot of shit. Starting off, let's kick it off with the World's End. The last episode we did was predictions. Let's talk a little bit about it now. But the most important part, Samoa Joe is your new AEW World Champion, and Adam
New
Cole did feel
champion.
himself as the devil. A lot of people saw that coming.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on that part?
I thought it was awesome. I think they. A lot of people were like, "Oh, this could have waited till Revolution." No, it needed to happen at World's End. I think
Yeah,
that it happened perfectly. I think the Undisputed Kingdom is awesome.
yeah,
Um, a lot of people were complaining about, like we always say, wrestling fans love to complain. But
yeah,
like, what could you complain about in this situation, right? Samoa Joe is a champion, a world champion.
yeah.
We have a new heel faction that has debuted. We
Exactly.
have a heel Adam Cole, which is amazing.
Yeah,
I'm so excited. Like this was a good way to kick off, like to end the year and then kick off the next one.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was awesome. Right now, the way that wrestling's looking, I think 2024 is gonna be
A great
insane.
year. Yeah.
Yeah, overall, everywhere.
The thing I had, I don't want to say it's an issue. It
Uh
was
oh.
like
Uh oh.
I'm
What
not
was
mad
the
at what
issue?
happened. No, I'm not
Yeah.
not mad about what happened. The only
Okay.
thing that I noticed was like people the devil thing didn't get as big as a reaction that it should have gotten.
But
Even though people
it's
knew it was Adam
it's because
Cole.
people knew. Yeah.
The thing is too, I also felt like the Samoa Joe win took a lot out of it. Like people, if you notice, people were shocked in the
Yeah.
audience. People were like, "Oh shit!" And I think people didn't. People were still processing that as
Yes.
Adam Cole revealed himself. So
Yes.
it's like, yeah, he got a reaction, but it was like people were still like, "Oh shit!" Samoa Joe just won.
Yeah.
So maybe they could have waited a little bit. What they should have done was they actually, because that part where Adam Cole was finding the ring, he couldn't find it, then
Hmm.
that's what caused some MJF to lose.
Yes.
He should have just knocked him out with the ring on purpose. So that way people can say like, "Oh shit, Adam Cole cost MJF the championship and not Samoa Joe won it." That
Well,
should have
he
been the
did.
story, if that
Well,
makes
he
sense.
did cost him the match.
But by
It.
accident, you know?
Nah, we know it's not by accident now. At
Well,
that moment,
yeah,
we
but
thought,
like,
because when I was watching it, I was like, "Oh, they're gonna do it." Like he doesn't have the ring, and then he finally gets at the last minute, and he puts MJF to sleep. Right as he grabs the ring, he grabs him, puts him in a headlock. That's it. I think it was good like that because no one knew that that was gonna be the finish. So it was the
yeah,
shock ending of whoa. But then this basically is telling you it has nothing to do with the world champion. Has everything to do with taking everything away from MJF. You know what I mean? Like that was the last thing on the devil's mind was the title. He just
yeah,
wanted it off MJF. And
yeah, that
I
makes
think it was
sense.
dope the way they did it rather than having him tap out. I think it was cool that it was just like his arm didn't go up, call for the bell. Because it was one of those things that people were shocked, but also like, what the fuck just happened? Like,
Yeah,
it kind of gave me the same feeling when, um, Oscar beat Bailey at Takeover. Was that
Yeah, it's like
Dallas? Was that Dallas Takeover?
I think it was Dallas. Yeah,
That she put her to sleep and then they did the arm thing and he just reigned for the belt and everybody was like, "What the fuck?" Just like that's how you're gonna
yeah,
end
yeah.
it. But it's one of those things that's like Joe is just one of those. He gets you. It's
One of
that's
those
it.
guys. Yeah,
It's over. You know what I mean? So I get it what you say. I also think they could have beat him down a little more, but I think that that was the point. It wasn't like to put him out of commission. It was just to take everything from him.
and they're doing that now with this storyline. It's like
Yeah.
MJF is supposedly done. We don't know if he's coming back.
Yes.
Um,
Which, what is your thought on that?
I like how they're doing it. Like I mean I would have loved if they also like incorporated the fact that he was leaving. That World's End would have been his last match, right?
Yeah.
If it is in AEW, they didn't focus too much on that, which they should have. Not saying that what they actually did was bad. I'm just saying if your biggest star is becoming a free agent, mention that here and there.
Yeah,
You
but
know?
I think they did. I think right now they couldn't do that because it was a babyface MJF going
Yeah.
against a heel Joe. You know what I mean? For him to be like, "Oh, this could be
But
my
then
last match." That's kind of weird
yeah.
for a babyface to say.
But then that gets the crowd to be like, oh shit, I want him to win now. I
Yeah,
want him to stay. If he wins it, there may be a possibility that he
yeah.
stays if they don't vacate the
Well,
title.
right now they're saying MJF is out of the company. We saw the promo
Exactly. We
from
don't know.
Adam yesterday.
Yeah, he's off the
Um,
roster page apparently.
so
So
what do you think he is re-signing with AEW, or do you think he's making a move?
for me, it's like I have to wait and see. Wait
Okay.
and see until wait and see until the Royal Rumble. Because that's like the rumored date he's like people want him to show up in WWE.
I
Because at
wouldn't
this
even.
point,
If you sign MJF as WWE, I wouldn't throw him in the Royal Rumble. I would have him debut the night after Mania
I mean, yeah, I mean, either one would be fine. It was just like you
because
have to wait and see.
you already know like if he shows up, you already know he's taking it out. He's not winning that Rumble.
Yeah.
So if you really want to like pump this kid out and like go full force with him when if you sign him, you should do it after Mania
Yeah, so like
and
either one would
hold
be fine. But
off.
I'm just saying like if we should wait and see if like one if he actually shows up at one of those dates. If he
Yeah,
doesn't, then maybe he re-signed with AEW under
yeah.
the table.
I think he's re-signing with AEW.
Me too. I think
I've
he
said
will.
this. Plus, also like this seems like a start of a story. This doesn't feel like an end of a story.
Yeah,
You know what
because
I mean? Like
he will be off television for a bit too.
yes, yeah.
So
I
we don't know how
because
long.
I think till Double or Nothing.
That's
I
May.
think they're
Wow,
gonna.
five
I
months.
think they're gonna hold off for a while, or the build up for Double or Nothing.
Probably yeah. Probably either, I think Revolution would be the best time to do it.
I would be an asshole, and I would have him debut the Wednesday before Mania, just to get everybody, just to get his name out of the all the news and stuff because you know there's gonna be news and everybody's gonna speculate when he's gonna show up. It's kind of like the Punk thing. When's he gonna show up? Is he gonna show up here?
Yeah.
Is he gonna show up here? So I think that's what they're gonna do. That's what people are gonna talk about with MJF on both sides. They're gonna say, "Oh, he's gonna show up at Revolution. Oh, he might show up before Mania. Oh, he's gonna show up after Mania. Oh, he's gonna show up for Double or Nothing." So it's gonna be a bunch of news, a bunch of bullshit, and we just gotta wait and see, like you said. Like I'm on the same boat with
Yeah.
you, but I think the way I feel about it, I think like the story with AEW is a beginning, not an end.
Yeah.
But it
That's
could
what I'm
be an
thinking
end.
too.
We might be wrong. It could be the end. So you never know.
Because I would love that
A
story
lot
to
has
continue.
happened, man.
Yeah. But I will have like him tease it. Like he's great on social media to be like, "Oh, I might go here. Tune in on Monday Night Raw. I may appear there." Because if he's a free agent, he can openly talk about anything. I mean, he's always been openly talking about WWE, but
Yeah,
like more, you know what I mean? Like more into depth. Like, oh, I want to face Seth Rollins. I want to face Roman Reigns.
yeah,
Talk about these people more on a deeper level to be like, oh shit, he might actually go there. You know, he may not sign a contract, but he may appear one night, like you said, maybe the week before WrestleMania, a week after
yeah,
WrestleMania. But he hasn't signed anything. He's
yeah.
just there. So who knows? He could be backstage at WrestleMania. We don't
Yeah.
know that.
I mean,
He knows
I
people back there.
Facts. I mean, I've been saying it for a while. I've been saying that he's re-signed with AEW.
I think so.
Just
I
because
think he
that's the
should too.
feeling I have. Again, we don't fucking know, but that's just the
Yeah.
feeling I have, and the way with the story went, and the way he was like the way they did the like. I actually liked how they did the devil reveal, like with Cole sitting on the chair,
Yeah.
throwing his hair back, and he was like, like, and you see MJF like, what the fuck, like
Yeah.
he can't believe it. I think that was awesome. Um, I think, like you said, the crowd was a little flat, but I think it was because of that, the shock of still
Yeah.
him losing it, and then it's
Seeing
like, oh
Joe.
shit, hold up, what the fuck, like. So
Exactly.
it was one of those things, but I think it was good. It wasn't too dragged out. They could have done more shit that could have made
Yeah.
it worse. You know what I mean? Like, and I do like how they introduced on Dynamite. Now they gotta talk to everybody that they fucked up. Everybody they've jumped, they kind of gotta give an answer to.
Yeah.
So I
They're
kind
still
of like
waiting on it.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how they're like going into that, and now there's gonna be more storylines on that.
That could
While
be the thing. Go ahead. Sorry.
no, what are you gonna say? That could be a thing for what?
Like him versus Adam Cole versus the Acclaimed, or Adam Cole versus Bullet Club Gold could be a storyline until
Oh yeah,
eventually MJF is ready to come back to AEW.
yeah.
They can drag it out a little bit longer that
Oh,
way, because I was
definitely.
thinking, like, how can they drag out the story if MJF is going to be out of action, out of TV for a bit, and you know, I don't need the time. Plus,
You know
people were
what?
reporting like he's going to be off TV. Why he was going to be off TV anyways, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So you don't have to report that. We all knew that he's going to be a free agent. He doesn't have to
yeah,
be on TV.
yeah,
So that gave me a clue that he might resign, or he's
yeah.
resigned.
Well, I think the whole thing of keeping him off is supposed to be like, oh, he's trying to find himself. I think, like you said, I think he's gonna tease on Twitter and be like, no one fucks with me here anymore. Should I even
Yeah,
stay? Like my
yeah,
best friend even turned his back on me. Do I even have
exactly.
anybody left in AEW that cares for you know what I mean? Like do something
Yeah,
like that. That's like, oh shit, he might fucking leave.
yeah,
Um, I did find it interesting that Adam Cole went through everybody when he was doing the promo on Dynamite and like what they're gonna do, what belt they're gonna go after.
yeah.
But there's something that he didn't mention.
What did you
They
mention?
did attack the acclaimed.
Yeah,
The
the
acclaimed
trios belts.
are the trio belts.
Yeah,
Is that gonna come into play somehow? Has to,
maybe.
right? Because now
Me,
the acclaimed and Bullet Club got 3 members because Juice is out.
yeah,
Do you do a 3-way?
6-man
Like,
match,
yeah, like
like
I,
Roddy and the Kingdom.
Roddy in the Kingdom. Yeah, why not? Or Wardlow
I,
in the
I wouldn't mind
Kingdom.
that.
Yeah, why
Or yeah,
not, man?
either one. Yeah,
Get
that's
some
how you get the
gold on
titles.
Wardlow, man. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? But I did find that interesting because I was like I saw the acclaim come out. I was like, time out. Who's the like? I even forgot they were trios champs because we haven't seen them in
Yeah,
a while. I was like,
who's
who's?
that with them? Yeah, yeah,
I was like, who's the champion? And I was like, oh shit, it's the acclaim. I was like, he didn't even mention that. Or is it just like maybe that's a Bullet Club acclaim thing? Who knows? We
exactly.
shall
That's what I was thinking
wait.
too. I'm like, because they did tease it after that. They had the Acclaimed and Bullet Club Gold stare each other
Yes.
down. Maybe that's the first matchup, and then like that kind of leads into, Roderick Strong in the Kingdom, or Wardlow in the
True.
Kingdom, kind of tying in
Yeah.
after that. Be like, yeah, we want next now.
Yeah.
That's our titles.
Exactly.
We didn't want that
Exactly.
at first, but now we want them because
Now
you tried to
now we
attack us too.
want them. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
And you poke the bear, man. Now we want those
exactly.
belts.
Because that'll freshen up the scene a little bit. Like I think giving
Definitely.
either one, Bullet Club Gold or the Undisputed Kingdom, the Trios belts would be a great
Yeah.
refresher for the belts.
Yeah.
I love
Definitely.
what the Acclaimed are doing, but it's like give it to somebody else for the
Yeah.
time being.
It's time. It's time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um.
I love their title reign, but it's like just give it to somebody else now. It's
Yeah.
time.
It's time to get it off of them. Before we get off AEW too, I'm gonna um they're going back to the basics. It looks like,
It
and I'm
felt like
with
that
it.
last night.
And I'm
Yeah.
fucking with it. I'm fucking with it with the whole devil thing, the acclaim coming out, Bullet Club coming out, Deanna getting introduced,
Yes.
Mariah
Yes.
May having her first singles match, Private Party returning, and
Oof.
your main event was Garcia versus Swerve.
Yeah, it's a refresher. That's
This
what it
is
is.
if this is what 2024 is gonna look like, we're with it, TK. We're with
Yeah,
it. I'm with it.
I better see this year's Grand Slam private party winning the tag belts. If they don't do it in Queens, New
Hopefully,
York,
hopefully,
I ain't watching no more because that
hopefully.
fucking makes sense.
That's
It's a
crazy.
literal.
Not
It's
watching anymore,
literally.
but okay.
Yeah, no, yeah, I was wild on that. I shouldn't have said that because I still want to watch it. But like, you know what I mean? Like that's written
No,
for
I
us.
feel you. Yeah, it makes
That's
sense.
written. Yeah.
It does
If they
make
don't,
sense.
if they win it beforehand, cool. Don't mind it. But like, if you wanted a perfect place to do it, they get a big
That's
reaction
the
like the Acclaim did two
yeah.
years ago.
That's awesome.
Do it at Grand Slam.
Yep.
I think that'd be the best way to do it.
But I just thought like I was watching that episode. I was like, this is dope. Like this is an AEW show.
Yeah.
This is an AEW show. I'm
Felt
with it.
different for a while. It felt
Yeah,
like a
and
change.
I'm cool with it. I'm liking the direction they're going in. Like I keep saying, I feel like they're in their new generation era where
Yeah.
they're building right now. They're building their stars.
Exactly.
Um I think with the whole Punk situation, Tony's learning we can make our own big names. We don't need to
Yeah.
keep going outside and getting, you
Exactly.
know what I mean? And I think that's the way it should be. Like you should be trying to create your stars. Like again, Garcia being in the main event, that's awesome. And like putting like even Tony saying like I think it was in the media scrum that he was like, yeah, we're like Garcia is part of the future of AEW. Like
Yeah.
he is one of the guys. So it's like this is his last year on his contract. What are we doing? Are we gonna build him up crazy that now it's gonna be like, ooh, is he gonna stay? Is he gonna go? You know what I mean? So I think this year is gonna be fun for AEW. I just want to say
Yeah.
that before we get into everything else, before
And
we get
shout
off of
out Deanna
AEW.
too. Shout out
Shout
Deanna. I
out
heard
Diana, baby.
that was
I was
crazy.
so hype about that.
Good
I
for
was
her.
so
Good for her
excited for
though.
that. I actually thought she was going to WWE.
I thought she was. Yeah, me too. A
Yeah,
little
I'm
bit. I thought of it.
but I'm fine with her in AEW because I
You,
think they're gonna show her appreciation, and I think it's another stepping stone that when she gets to WWE, she's
yeah.
undeniable. That like you
Yeah.
can't be like, oh, we got built her up. No, she is undeniable. She was a double champ, with TNA and Ring of Honor. If she comes in and
Triple
wins
champ.
the triple champ, oh
The
yes,
Triple A belts.
with
Yeah.
AAA, yeah.
Yeah.
If she comes in and wins the AEW women's belt or even the TBS belt, like she's a no doubter going to WWE after a run. If she, you know what I mean, like if they just put the rocket
Strap
on her
on it.
back,
Yeah.
come on, man.
I feel like she should be the one to take the title off of Tony Storm.
Yeah.
Preferably at Revolution.
Ooh,
Um,
you want it off at Revolution?
or Double or Nothing, but I feel
Okay.
like that's what they're leaning towards because that's the next pay per view.
Yeah.
It seems like they're starting the feud now,
Okay.
unless they do like someone just steps in front of Deanna and be like, "Nah, you
Yeah.
gotta fight me first to get to Tony Storm." And let's do that type of thing.
Yeah.
But if it is Tony versus Deanna for Revolution, just I would give it to Deanna right away.
Yeah. I'm not mad
Um,
at that.
I mean, either. And the thing is, too, like, besides her, good for her for joining AEW. I think if she would have gone to either AEW or WWE, would have been a big W for her.
Yeah.
There wasn't like no loss. She wouldn't have get lost
Yeah.
in the shuffle in
No.
WWE. They would know how to book her right. Um, the thing is, though, what I feel bad about is that TNA, not only did they lose her, but it also is rumored that they may be losing Trinity too.
Yeah. Well,
Going back to
Trinity.
WWE.
We all knew Trinity was gonna get back
Yeah,
to
but the
WWE.
year she had though,
Yeah.
you would have offered her the money to stay. But I get
Oh,
it.
I know they
Jimmy's
probably.
there.
I think they did. I think they just know where she wants to be. It's one of those
Yeah,
things. It's like we know you don't want to be here. You know what I mean? Like if a better offer comes along, you're definitely taking it.
yeah.
And you
But it's
also
still a big
want to go
loss.
back there. Yeah. But with what they've been doing TNA with the signings and stuff, I have faith in them. I think they're gonna be okay. I
Yeah,
hope. Um
because they don't have Mickey James is also a free agent. The only
they're
big star they
get her
have
out of here.
left.
Get her out of here, Mickey
No, I'm
James.
just saying, like, I'm just saying, but like, I
Give
think
her a
Jordan
fucking
Grace was their
trash bag
only.
and be like, get out of here.
Imagine they do that to her. If they do
Be
that to her as well,
nuts.
it's like,
That'd be
Jesus
nuts.
Christ.
Nah, she's definitely leaving because Aldous is over there in WWE.
Yeah, she's probably. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah,
But it is that I think they're no shot to Jordan Grace, but she's their biggest woman knockouts there, and
yeah.
it's like good for
But
her.
she's
But it's like
but she's nice.
they got to build also contenders around for her.
She's
It's like,
nice. Masha is nice. If they, I
yeah,
don't know how
Masha's
long she
nice.
signed for.
Yeah,
Killer Kelly.
Killer Kelly. They got to start building up the younger
What a
roster
woman.
because
What a woman. Shout out her. I be seeing her
yeah,
highlights. She's ridiculous. And that she got into Impact, she's been killing it ever since then with Masha.
yeah.
So it's like,
That's also something that I'm not too mad about TNA for is that they could literally take anybody out there and make them into a star. I've said this
which is
a while back.
which is crazy.
Crazy, yeah. You could
It's
take
fucking
some.
wild.
They could take someone you're not expecting, and there could be like world championship material in a year
Yeah.
or two, and it's like, Jesus Christ. So I'm not gonna say like they're gonna have a shitty division at all. It's just like they gotta start building up their roster now,
Did you see
so that way
who they got main eventing Hard to Kill for the belt?
Hammerstone that match.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hammerstone. Yeah,
That
I
that
thought
was
he'd be signed with MLW. I was like, why is he?
I have no idea what's going on with his contract, but I saw the graphic and I was like,
I thought it was a fake one. I was
am
like, wait,
I
what? This is
bugging?
actually.
Yeah, I was like, am
Yeah,
I bugging? Like that's
yeah,
wild. So they got a lot of stuff up their sleeve, man. And they still
yeah,
got the announcement of a big signing. Who knows
yeah.
who it is?
Exactly.
Um, what's your guess? You don't even gotta tell me a person, male or female.
Just male or female? Which
Yeah,
one I think?
yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be a male. I don't know who. Um, I don't know. I thought it was gonna be Monet, but there's also reports of her going to AEW. So it's like I
Yeah,
don't know.
a lot is
Um,
up in the air right
a
now.
lot is up. I might watch. I'm gonna watch it now. I was gonna be like, I'll find out afterwards, but I might watch it live, and I don't know.
Oh
Because
no,
the
I'm
thing
definitely
is
watching
too,
that live. I'm
yeah.
definitely watching that show live.
There's a thing. Apparently at the time of recording this Thursday night, there was supposed to be some like big news WWE was supposed to do.
So did they ever do it?
I think it was the Money in the Bank thing.
But they announced that early this morning.
I think they were gonna wait, but I think they just announced it anyways because Triple H hasn't
Also,
said shit,
yeah, but
and it's
and
9 o'clock right now.
also, yeah, true. But also, it's like that's not. I feel like that's not big news. You know what I mean? To have a whole special because it was supposed to be like
Yeah,
on Peacock Live at 8.
I think they were doing that regardless. Like without the big news, they were just doing that just to do it. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, am I
But
frozen on your screen by the way? Just
yeah, you are frozen. Am I frozen on your screen?
I'm frozen on your screen. Yeah, I am. You are. Well, you are. Yeah. But it'll.
Am I the only one frozen on your screen?
Yeah, I'm moving on
I
mine.
have
So,
both of us frozen.
oh, that's weird. Oh, now I can't see you. Oh, no.
You see me now? No.
Yeah, so I just thought it was the Money in the Bank announcement, but because again, like I said, it's 9 o'clock Eastern time, and they haven't announced shit other than that. The only thing that I saw on social media is that Becky Lynch and Shinsuke are in the Royal Rumble matches. Their entrance. It's the only
Wait,
thing I
who?
see. Becky Lynch and
Who's?
Shinsuke
Oh, okay.
are in their respective Royal Rumble matches.
Got
That's
you.
the only thing I see. But I don't think that would be, like you said, worth the, you know,
Yeah, it had to be. It had to be this. It had to be the announcement of Money in the Bank.
probably. Yeah.
It's weird, but okay. But
Yeah.
again, another pay per view outside of the fucking U.S.
That's awesome, but like,
You're
give the
lucky.
US one more. Yeah.
Yeah, like damn.
Yeah.
Also, this is a heartbreaker because I was hoping they were gonna get rid of Money in the Bank.
Me too, a little
I
bit.
was hoping that
Yeah.
so bad. But, like you have 2 nights of Mania.
Put one of the,
The-
I mean, I thought they were going to get rid of Money in the Bank in general. But
Nah,
then
you should still keep the match. I think you should still keep the match.
maybe I don't know, because like to me, I think I said this once before. It's like it's not worth having around anymore
What?
because
Why? Talk to me.
not
Like,
I don't hate the match personally. I love it. I
yeah.
wish they can keep it around for years to come.
Uh,
It's just certain fans, like you said before, wrestling fans suck and they complain about everything.
yeah.
If a winner wins the briefcase and they somehow cashed it in early, like a month or two, or even the same day, next day, they could be like, "Oh, they cashed
They
it in too
wasted
early.
it.
They should have built it up a little bit." Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But if they wait 6 to 7 months, like Damian Priest is now,
How
and
long they
something
gonna
comes up,
take?
yeah, well, just hurry up already, cash it in, and shit
Yeah.
can ruin because like before CM Punk returned, the conversation of Damian Priest potentially failing the briefcase wasn't even in conversation until Punk returned.
Yeah.
That's also a factor. If you wait too long, shit might happen creatively where it's like, oh shit, now I don't even want to see Damian Priest cash in anymore. It's
Yeah.
not even worth it. He's gonna fail it in now. You know how many times that's gonna happen? Now, last year's was a failing cash in. It wasn't Triple H's fault. Vince booked that shit with Austin Theory. But you know what I mean?
I
That
don't
could
know. I
happen
think that
more
was a
often
Triple
then.
H call. I think that was a
No,
Triple
no, no.
H
Like
call to get it
for
off him.
Austin, no, like for Austin Theory to win it was not Triple H's call. If
Oh, okay,
Triple H
okay.
was booking during the time of the Money in the
Yeah.
Bank that year, I don't think he would have given Theory the briefcase.
But I think it could have worked. They just after a while
Did
they just didn't give a fuck about him.
yeah,
Which is crazy
because
because like he won it and he had heat behind him and it was like people hated this dude.
yeah,
Like what better way to have a heel champion than someone that everyone hates?
yeah. But then it's like in terms of cash ins, it's like if the briefcase holder cashes in on a certain person, it's gonna be like, now this person can't win it. This person can't win it. Now he's probably gonna fail it. He's gonna hold it for a month. I'm not gonna like that. I'm not gonna like that he, you know what I mean? People are gonna have problems with the cash in no matter who the winner is
Yeah,
and no matter when they do it or
very
how
true.
long they hold it for. So it's not gonna make sense to keep around if no matter who what happens isn't gonna please everybody. So
True.
the Royal Rumble is different because that means something. It means a lot more than Money in the Bank. It's a trip to WrestleMania.
You ready?
And
I think they should get rid of the Royal Rumble.
why?
I I'm a big fan of the way Japan does Wrestle Kingdom.
You think they should
Of
do
the winner of the
round robin?
G1 getting a title shot and you have all this time to build up the story.
But
I think
kind
that's a
of
cool way to do it.
it is, but AEW is kind of doing that too. So
What
it'll
do you
be
mean?
like, oh, the Continental Classic, even though it's not for a title shot. You know,
Yeah,
it's
but
for the Continental
you don't
Championship.
gotta do the point stuff. You could just do a bracket and be like, yo, this is what we're gonna do. We have this event. You take away Money in the Bank, and that becomes a tournament. That pay per view becomes a
Yeah,
tournament. You take away
King
Money
of
in
the
the
Ring,
Bank, and that becomes yes, you could
King of the
yeah,
Ring,
fuck it, why not? And the
and
winner
then
of the
the
King of the Ring in July wins a shot at Mania main event.
or just
They
a title shot at SummerSlam or somewhere of their choosing. That's not like a surprise cash in.
Yeah, but I think you should just do it like that early on so that you could build up. Because I think it's cooler to build up that way because it's like, all right, we already know who's fighting for the belt. Who's going to be
Yeah,
champion? That's the question. WWE is the
yeah,
other way around. We know who's going to be champion. It's like, who's going to win the Rumble?
yeah.
I
And I
think
like that either way. It's a great
yeah. I think I always feel like sometimes the Mania matches are rushed with the build up. I think that's why I would
yeah
like and I don't think you should go all the way back in July. Like I think since WWE, if Mania is in April, you could do a tournament in December or even November at Survivor Series. Maybe that's where the finals
yeah
take place at Survivor Series. So you could also have another match that's important on that pay per view.
yeah yeah
But then you're gonna lose that big four pay per view. So it's
exactly.
kind of stupid.
Because
But I've
Money in
always
the Bank, Money in the
yeah,
Bank
but
isn't a big four pay per view, so it's not
nah.
really a big loss.
Yeah,
You know.
but like I would like them to change that, but I'm cool with the Royal Rumble. It's just that's the same thing. I feel like it has the same reaction with Money in the Bank because it's like there's 30 guys and everyone wants somebody else to win. And if your guy doesn't win, you're gonna go and you're gonna complain and say it was the worst Rumble ever.
Yeah, that is true.
Now now I have there hasn't been a bad Royal Rumble in a couple years. I would, in my opinion.
In my opinion, I think 2021 was terrible, but that's my
Which one's that
opinion.
one?
The one that Shane McMahon booked himself with Brock won, or 22. Sorry, 22. That was the one that Shane McMahon booked himself in and Brock won.
Nah, I'm okay with that one. I'm okay with
That
that
one
one.
to me, I mean, there's a lot of reasons why I didn't like it, but it was like, eh. In the
I
2021 one, that was in
listen.
the Thunderdome,
The,
so it was like,
yeah,
it
that was
felt weird.
ass. That was ass. The one with
Yeah.
Shane, I got no problem with because I don't think it was on Shane. I think Shane was used as the scapegoat. I think that was somebody in the back trying to please Vince and saw the
Yeah.
backlash it took and was like, "Yeah, that was Shane's idea. That was Shane's idea."
Yeah.
No, yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why I don't blame Shane for that. I don't think I blame whoever produced the match. I doubt it was
Yeah.
him. So I blame whoever produced the match that was okay with him eliminating so many people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I can't blame him if they're like, "Yo, you want to eliminate 6 people?" Fuck yeah! I don't like, you know what I mean? What's he gonna say?
Yeah.
No.
No,
Um,
yeah.
but like,
Uh,
booking wise, like, there's been stupid moments, but not
yeah.
like a bad Royal Rumble, like the Cody decision last year. That was a stupid decision. Was it a bad Royal Rumble though? No, it was just a
No.
stupid
Yeah.
decision to have him win the way he did. We all knew he was
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
win, but the way they did it left a bad taste in people's
Bad
mouth.
taste. Yeah. They
Yeah,
could have done a
and
lot
then
differently.
yeah, I think I'm trying to think of like like before the dome. I'm trying to think of like the last like
The 2021,
bad.
the one that Drew won. That I mean, that was good. That was a good one,
That was
not a
a
bad
good
one.
one. Yeah, yeah, I'm trying to
Yeah.
think of
Yeah.
like one before COVID that was bad. Maybe like
Ooh. Yeah.
2018.
2018 was
Who's
Shinsuke's year.
that?
Shinsuke's year. That
Give
was
me
a
a
good
moment
one.
from that rumble. Give me a moment from that
Remember the
rumble.
spot where they had Finn Balor, Shinsuke, and somebody else versus Ray, John Cena, Randy Orton? That
Is that
spot.
the year they did the face off? Okay, okay,
Yeah,
I'll give you that. I'll
that
give
was
you
a good
that
one.
one.
I remember, but I remember that was a good one. The women's Royal Rumble was a good one. That was the first one that they did.
Okay.
The first Rumble that they did. So that one was cool.
Damn.
2017. What was that one? Who won that one?
What Mania was that? 33?
33. That might have been John Cena. That was
No,
John Cena's.
Randy.
Randy. Yeah,
Randy with the Bray Wyatt title win and losing the belt in a month.
yeah. That
Oh,
was.
just for that Royal Rumble sucked. Just because of that. Just because of
2016.
that.
What was 2016? 2016
Oh,
was I'm
that's
trying to
AJ.
or
AJ coming out, right?
AJ. Yeah, that was AJ coming out, but I think that was a title one, the title match. They have the
Yeah.
title for on the line.
Oh,
Great
yeah.
idea. Match was okay,
Yeah.
but
That was
like
probably the last one that was like,
it was decent. It wasn't terrible. It was
yeah,
decent.
but wasn't like I gotta go rewatch. You know what I mean? It wasn't
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
that. I
yeah.
gotta go rewatch it. So we'll count that one. We'll say 2016.
Yeah,
Had
okay,
good
that's
moments, but overall wasn't. That was probably the weakest in the last couple of years.
yeah,
Wow, we almost went back 10 years. Good for WWE.
exactly. Oh yeah,
That's because
yeah,
we let the COVID one pass.
yeah.
Cause
The Cove
that
one pass,
shout out to Edge and Christian though, the hug that was
the
awesome.
hug. Yeah,
That was probably the
yeah.
highlight of that Rumble. Uh,
Really, yeah. And Carlito
yeah.
coming out.
Oh,
Then
Carlito, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
See, cool
yeah.
moments no one was there for. Wow.
Exactly. That sucked. That sucked. Um,
How
but
do
yeah,
you feel about? Let's just jump into how you feel about The Rock, baby. What's
that
going
was
on? What's your
awesome.
thoughts on it? What's your thoughts?
It's cool. I liked it when he came out. Once I saw Jinder come out, I'm like, oh, there's someone else coming out in a couple minutes.
So
Definitely. I don't know who it is, but
yeah, so I already knew it was The Rock.
you saw the
ESP,
picture.
ESPN fucked it up.
Yeah,
Yeah, come on. I was watching the
yeah,
games and I was going through Twitter. They show a picture of The Rock and it's like, oh, nice. And
yeah.
I didn't catch it. My brother was like,
Nick
who's
Khan in the
that in the
background. Yeah, yeah,
shadows? I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, hey, zooms in. He's like, and we just looked at each other. I was like, man, where's Raw tonight? Where's Raw tonight?
yeah. It's right
So,
there.
so we kind
Uh,
of, so like, we caught the moment. Awesome. Always a good time with The Rock. Always
Yeah.
this thing. Not the best promo. I think what happened was the last one he gave when he came back like what was it, 2 or 3 months ago?
Like, yeah, around the time, yeah.
That one
Two,
was
3 months.
like,
It was kind of
whoa.
similar.
Yeah, but that one was way stronger, I feel. But
Yeah, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
then
yeah.
he ended
Yeah.
it with what he said with sitting at the head of the
The end of
table.
yeah.
And I was like, so this is the main event.
Yeah.
Then people started talking about Elimination Chamber.
Asian
You
Chamber.
ready for me to break your bubble if you think The Rock and Roman is happening at Elimination Chamber? If you
No, it's
think
not.
if you think Triple H is gonna put The Rock to main event for the title against Roman Reigns at where is it, Australia?
Australia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on a 4:30 a.m. pay-per-view, you're smoking crack.
But
That's
the thing is
crazy.
too, you say that, right? I'm not. I agree with you on that. I agree with you
Yeah,
on that. But it's
but
just
they
you
could do
say
it.
that he could do it. Yeah, he actually might do it because it's in Australia because it's 8:30 their time. You know what
That's
I
a
mean? Like
mania
I think
match, though. That's a mania
because
match. That's
also
not an elimination chamber match. That's not even an Australia match. That's a WrestleMania match.
I also wouldn't be mad at that too because they also have great crowds there. It'll be electrifying regardless. Two, they have like in terms of seats and tickets that they sold, pretty much a WrestleMania. They have like 60, 70,000 people attending that show. It's kind of a WrestleMania before WrestleMania.
It's not
So
WrestleMania, Nick. Stop it.
I know it's the pre-WrestleMania
Yeah,
show,
I
which is
just
like the
think,
hype up to the show.
yeah, I just think they won't do it because of the time slot. Because that's tough to,
Maybe.
because he's an international star, right? And you're
Yeah.
trying to get eyes that are casual fans. Do you
Yeah.
think my cousin's gonna wake up at 4:30 because The Rock is fighting? Maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
Probably not though. He'll tell me he'll watch the replay. You know what I mean? But if
Yeah.
you say, "Yo, The Rock's main eventing Mania," who's watching Mania?
Yeah.
Everyone. You know what I mean? That's why
But
I don't think it's gonna happen
I
because
just
of
feel like
that.
they I
But
just
you're
feel like
right because it's
yeah.
like they sold like 60,000 tickets, so you might be right. They might do it. I just think The
It
Rock
wouldn't be
is a
smart to do
Mania
it. Yeah.
match. Yeah, you know how
Yeah.
much money you can make off The Rock.
Exactly. I just think that Triple H
You can
might
have
do
him
it just
show
for
up.
yeah.
Like I really see you ready to hear what I think is gonna happen. I really could see Cody and Rock versus Solo and Roman at Elimination Chamber.
Probably.
I could see that happening. I could also, uh, if you wanna make a splash in France, you could have Roman lose the belt in an Elimination Chamber match
I mean,
and
I,
have him
I,
lose the title. Have him maybe like The Rock and Solo are fighting on the stage. Like The Rock comes out, he's just looking at them. But then again, do you want to end a title reign like that?
I
Like him
mean,
getting
I think
distracted. I feel like you want a definitive like 1, 2, 3. I feel like him being distracted kind of takes away from that.
I feel like regardless of when the match happens between Rock and Roman, I just know that Rock isn't the guy to beat Roman
Oh
for the
no,
title.
no, and
I feel like
that's why I say you gotta take the belt off of him because then you could go into that match. It's unpredictable.
cause exactly because the thing
Yeah,
is the story isn't that he wants the title, it's just he wants to be the head of the table, which is two
yeah,
completely different storylines. That's why I just don't like the thing what the WWE is doing right now. It's Rock versus Roman, cool match. I'll be excited for that at Mania. Happy to see it. Like I said with Punk and Rollins a couple episodes ago, it just so happens that Roman is the champion, so they have to make it a championship match.
yeah.
Does it have to be? No.
So I have another question for you. If The Rock has to, if Roman says no, I don't want to fight you, does The Rock go into the Royal Rumble? And better question, does he win?
I I, I don't. I see definitely see him entering it. I don't know about winning. I don't know.
Who
I
eliminates
could
him? Who gets that?
solo
Okay.
have Solo or Jimmy do it.
Okay.
So that way he can't. It's kind of like a Shawn Michaels from
Yeah.
like 2010, where it's like he
Okay.
enters the Rumble to face Undertaker, but then he loses it. It's like shit. What do I do now? But then
But then again, whoever Roman is fighting got more beef with Solo than they got beef with Roman.
I just think that the whole story should be that he wants to claim to be the head of the table, not the champion.
Yeah.
And
But
I
they're
just
gonna say
know
that they're gonna
that
be like, "Yo, I'm the champion." Like you can't, like the same way with Punk. I feel like Punk has to win the Rumble to fight Rollins. Yeah, I get it. He's a big name. They could just give him a title shot. But storyline wise, it doesn't make sense for them
yeah,
to give him a title shot, especially since he hasn't wrestled on TV. You know what I mean? Like how you
exactly.
just gotta get a
And
shot.
and the
So
whole
he needs
story
to
is
win the
that
Rumble to fight Rollins. But you
the whole
can't do that if The
story
Rock comes in and wins it.
exactly. The whole story is that Punk hates Rollins. Again, it just so happens to be that Rollins is the world champion, so they
Yeah.
have to make it a championship match. But that's what I don't like about this. Big matchup should not always be for a title. It should
Mm-hmm.
be one of them. If you're gonna have Rock versus Roman and Punk versus Seth of the same card, get one of the titles off of that. Yeah, will it lose like a little bit of hype going into it because you have two
But
big
I don't.
matches, one of them not championship, maybe,
Yeah.
but
But I don't think
it's still
we
gonna be
talked
big
about this. The
matches.
Punk and Rollins match. I feel like that doesn't need a title.
Yeah,
Neither does
it
Roman
doesn't.
and Rock though. So it's like these two matches you're giving me that might be the main events don't have to be for the belts.
And guess what? Not every WrestleMania, specifically the past 2 years, one of the nights main evented was not a Royal Rumble winner. Like last year's main event, the tag team belts were on the line for night
Yeah,
one.
and cool moment, bad fucking choice. Rhea and Charlotte, holy
Yeah,
shit,
but I'm just
they
saying, like they
deserve
booked
that.
it. Yeah,
But
but like I'm
yeah,
just saying,
I get it. It was the biggest storyline. It was a
the
cool
year
moment,
before
but
that was Austin versus Owens. Also, neither of them won the Rumble. So clearly they're
wait,
on
wait,
kind of
but the main event was the women,
yeah,
technically.
but
Because
technically it was
this
Austin
wasn't
and
a
Owens,
match. It
but
wasn't a match, technically.
yeah,
He was
it was
just
the
doing a
ending to the
segment.
show.
Yeah, he was just
Yeah,
doing a segment that then just happened to turn into a
yeah,
match. So
but I
that's
think
how
we
they
all
kind
knew
of got
that.
out of it. Yeah, that's
I
how
think
they
we knew
kind of
that.
got out of it. They were like, but the women main evented. Kind of like how Big Show
Yeah,
main evented WrestleMania
yeah,
36.
2020. Yeah,
Shout
but it was
out
like
Big
it wasn't on television, but it was a
Yo,
main
but
event.
he main evented two
Granted, yeah.
manias, man. Shout out Big Show.
But like, yeah, I feel like they might do that. Like, night one, whoever ends night one does not need to be the winner of the main event. I'm assuming. So if Punk doesn't win it, yeah, they could still do it. Rollins versus Punk for the title match. But like, what if someone beats Rollins for the belt? It still
Yeah,
be the main event without a championship match involved in it.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
So
definitely. It makes sense, like what
it
you're
could
saying.
still be one of the biggest stories on Raw.
Yep.
Just let it go with it. I
Yep.
think what should happen is Priest should cash in on Rollins before Mania season.
Oh my
Damian
god,
Priest
I'm waiting for
or
it. I'm waiting
or
for it.
or Balor turns on one another. Balor versus Priest for the World Championship at Mania. There
Mm,
you go. You have the title on the line. Big story. Then you still have Rollins versus Punk. Another big story.
yeah, and
Everyone's happy.
I would still put the title main event though.
Yeah, but
You
yeah,
gotta, you gotta, you gotta. You, the way you treated this title this year, you gotta at least have it main event a Mania night for us to like,
yeah,
for at least me personally to be like, we
yeah,
care about this. Like, look at
yeah.
us, we're doing it. But that would be so cool, Priest and Finn. Who you think Rollins is fighting at Rumble?
There's no one really involved in
Like
that story.
Drew
I'm
and him just he beat
already
Drew.
faced. Yeah, you
Would
already
it
beat
have
Drew.
to be Priest?
What if he does like, oh, I'm cashing in at the Rumble, like a
I
Big E
hope he
type
doesn't.
thing?
I hope he doesn't. I really hope he
I
doesn't.
mean,
And then he gets
I
curb
guess
stomp
unless it's
one, two,
Balor
three.
again,
Yeah, I don't
because
know.
it's got. I don't know. I feel like it might be unless he doesn't defend it. And it's
Nah,
like, I'm
yeah,
not going to defend it. I'm just going to watch the Rumble that night. That's what I'm doing at Rumble. I'm just watching it from the commentary booth
yeah.
to see if Punk wins it for real.
I
You know what
to
I
be
mean?
honest, I would still love a cash in. Not this year, but I would still love to see it in my lifetime. A cash in happen the week before Mania. Like I just change the
Ooh,
main event and be like, Well, you got this whole week, this whole 2 months, Rollins and Punk, Rollins and Punk. We can't wait for Rollins and Punk. At Raw, Priestess cashes in and wins the title, changes the main event to Priest and Punk.
Yeah.
Like, I would love for that to happen one year, just
Yeah.
randomly, and be like, no fucking way they had the balls to do it. Like, get the fuck out of here. But
They're
that's
gonna.
that's tough because Punk and Rollins is a match that everybody wants to see. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah.
well, we shall wait and see what's gonna happen because now shit's in the air.
It is.
Cody
Yeah.
is Cody gonna finish his story?
Is The Rock gonna
Personally,
show up?
let him finish it at SummerSlam. I've been
And guess
saying
what?
this. I've been saying this. You do like a American themed SummerSlam. You like the red, white, and blue. You treat him like Lex Luger. Come on, like just do it at SummerSlam or even Survivor Series. Like you don't need it to happen. Like that's everybody's thing. They want him to beat him at Mania. Don't have to happen at Mania for him to
It
finish the
just. Yeah.
story. He just wants the title. He's never said I need to win it at Mania. That's
Yeah.
why when he lost last year and people were like, "Oh, like how didn't they?" Because he didn't. This wasn't like a do or die for him. He just wants the belt.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter where or when he gets it. He just wants it.
It
He could
wasn't
win that
like
shit
it
at
is
Backlash for all we know. You
exactly.
know what I mean? Like,
It wasn't like his AEW run where it's like if I lose this match, I'm not competing for it again. He can't compete for it at any time.
yeah,
He could he could face him tomorrow
exactly.
on SmackDown for the belt. It's fine. He's getting an opportunity. He could win it.
Yeah.
Um, unless you do some shit to where like he gets the briefcase from Priest, kind of like the Miz storyline from like 2 years ago, but they just did it.
Okay.
Where it's
Yeah.
like the Miz beat Otis for it. If Cody, beats, what if he wins the Rumble? It's like, yo, I'll give you my Rumble spot if you give me the briefcase.
Damn,
You
that's
know,
tough though. That's a
I'll
big
switch.
L. That's a big L for Priest though.
'Cause he's main eventing WrestleMania. Cody can cash in until July, or they do something to where it's like, since you gave it to me today, my first day has Money in the Bank is today, so I have till
That'd be fucking
next
wild.
January.
Then you got two guys running around in July with
Yeah.
briefcases.
Then you got two guys, and it's like either
That'd be
one.
fucking funny. And then they just, nah, it's my time. Nah,
Yeah,
nah.
yeah. So
That
it's
would
like that's
actually
the
be
great thing to do.
that would actually be entertaining as fuck.
We talked
That's
about that,
like,
remember?
yo, who's coming out? Yeah, man, like
Yeah,
who's coming now, man? That'd be dope.
yeah. That'd be safe to do, and it's like, who knows? Like, there's so many things. Yeah, it'll be stupid to do it since they recently had done it like two
Yeah.
years ago. But it's like there's just think of something to where Damian Priest gets a W in this, and so does the
Show some
champion or
love to
some
him,
sort.
man. Like
Yeah,
I
that's
was
why I kind
so
of like
I was so like I believed myself too in July that I was like, yo, we're gonna get like Priest versus Gunther, or like LA Knight versus Gunther for this title.
yeah,
They told me to go fuck myself. That's what WWE told me.
and that's why I mentioned before. It's like if they wait too long, storylines may change to be like now we're getting Punk versus Rollins. We can't really cash in now until that match happens. Um,
Also, I kind of feel like you gotta have Rollins win.
exactly, to have Priest
I
cash in
feel
successfully.
like I feel like because then what? He's gonna become the guy that every time somebody comes back from AEW, they're gonna beat his ass. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you can't have that happen twice. Also, this guy's
exactly,
talking a lot of shit about you. You can't just
exactly.
come
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
I
I
get
think
it.
that would be a great
Best
way to
for
turn.
business, but like, nah, that's tough, bro. And that's coming from me that wants Rollins to lose his belt. Like I've been calling him losing this since September, since
Yeah,
before that, because that whole summer with Finn, every month I was calling him losing the belt.
yeah. You said that every single prediction episode. We're like, he's got to
We,
lose it now.
yeah,
But
but now it's
look how
like,
long it took for
nah,
Dom to
hold
turn.
on to that. He's gotta hold on to that now. But this is
Yeah,
the time that they'll have him lose it.
probably. They could definitely have, Mania's in what, beginning of April, May, June, July. He has 3 months after Mania to cash in. If Punk wins it, I don't think he'll have a long title reign. Maybe
I
those 3 months he'll get cashed in on. Who
I mean,
knows?
you could go super heel and have Punk win, and have Priest cash in on him right after, and win it at Mania. I mean,
Probably.
that's a crazy way to send people home. That's actually a fire way to send people home. People are gonna be fucking tight. They'll be like,
Yeah.
"Don't worry, you still got day two."
Yeah. He's got to.
Don't worry, you
Yeah.
still got
He
day
got day
two,
two.
bud. Maybe something will happen. But that would be such a crazy move if they did that.
But it's anytime, anywhere. It
That's
doesn't
what
have
I'm
to be
saying.
on
That'd be
television.
that'd be fire.
If
You
he
do it
randomly
like
cashes in, like on a
do it
moment you're
at
not
the
expecting,
do it at the Hall of Fame the night before. One, two,
imagine.
three. Yo, I'm telling you, they need to do something like that just to shake shit up and be like, yo,
Piss people
nah,
off.
we
Yeah.
hell yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man, they wouldn't want me as Booker because I would do stupid shit like that. But like
uh,
you thought you was gonna get Cody and Roman. Haha, nice try. Roman versus Priest, or
yeah.
Cody versus Priest. Sorry, burst your bubble. That'd be nuts, man. Do that
That
shit
would be
like the night
insane.
before. Show up to
yeah.
Mania. You're watching it because
Uh,
you didn't even watch Hall of Fame. You're watching Mania, and they're like, and we can't wait for the main event. Your new champion, Damian Priest. And you're like,
what the fuck? Yeah, you didn't see
when the
it.
fuck did this happen?
exactly. That'd be insane. That'd be insane.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah,
but yeah,
WrestleMania season's happening, man. It's here. It's
exactly.
here.
Exactly.
Right?
The Royal Rumble's looking up like looking great, in good shape right now.
Yeah.
It's one
Uh,
of those moments to where like anybody can win it. You know,
and anybody could show up. But
anybody can show up.
you know who's not showing up?
Who?
My son Dolph Ziggler. That's who's not showing
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Shout out Dolph, man.
Well, Nick Nemeth,
Nick,
not
my
Dolph.
bad, my
Yeah.
son Nicky. Shout out Nick. Um, so I watched New Japan last night, right? Watching Wrestle Kingdom. They fucking caught me. They caught me good because they show him getting sat down with his brother during the tag match, right before the tag match starts.
yeah,
And it's like, oh, you're gonna bring them in and put them against the tag champs? Okay. Tag match happens. Nothing. Then there's another match in between. What was it? Oh man, I think it was for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Belt.
okay,
Alright. You forget he's even there. Then you get the Finley, Mox, Osprey. Fucking banger. Oh my god, what a match. The last three matches, bangers. Like, wow. Back to back to back. It was crazy. Like, the triple threat because, come on, Osprey, Mox,
yeah. And Finley,
and
three
Finley.
gay guys.
That's
You want to?
ridiculous, bro. And they're hard hitting and they're going crazy, right?
Yeah,
Then you got the technician of Brian Danielson and Okada. You have them going at it. Then you got the story of the main event of like them training together, them being young boys, and then them going
yeah,
at it in the ring. It was like back and forth until the last 2 minutes. So it was like very exciting. Shout out Wrestle Kingdom. So you forgot he was there till Finley won and he's walking around the ring and he just starts chirping at someone. And you're like, who the fuck is he chirping at? And they pan
yeah.
over. I said, I forgot he was even fucking there, bro. What? That was
uh,
dope as hell. That was cool. I think he's gonna do well in New Japan. I
I
think,
think so too.
especially for a place that is more about wrestling and not
Yeah.
really about storyline and stuff. That's gonna be
And the
perfect for
thing
him.
is too is like the
Not that
promo
he's
he
bad
cut.
at like promos and stuff, but like
Yeah,
that's what is his focus. The wrestling.
yeah. He looks good for his age. Thought he was like he's 43
Hmm.
and he looks like
He's
he's
up
like
there.
10 years younger.
Yeah,
So the fact that he could still go, I'm
and
excited.
he
But to
still
see,
moves like he's 10 years younger.
yeah. So he's probably gonna stay there until he's done with wrestling. Then he's probably gonna move on. He's got
Yeah,
other stuff he's doing like comedy and touring, all
yeah.
that stuff. I'm pretty sure he just wants to leave wrestling on his terms,
That's what
then
people
go
were
do
saying. They
his
were like,
thing.
"Oh, I thought he was focusing on comedy." I was like, maybe he's gonna
Probably
show
wants to
up in
wrestle more.
wrestling here and there. Yeah, like he don't
Yeah,
gotta do it full time, but he could do matches here and there.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. It's probably not like he's probably just Finley's next opponent. Then that's it.
yeah.
I don't think he's gonna win it, but he
You
might
know,
just face him.
you never know,
When
man.
yeah,
He
you
could
never
make
know. But
himself a
like
threat. Could make
yeah,
himself a threat.
but I'm saying he can still face him.
Yeah,
That match can happen. He'll probably lose, then go back to doing comedy for a bit, then show up somewhere else.
yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know how they do their contracts in New Japan, but it's like he probably didn't sign anything yet.
Maybe.
He's probably just there, really.
or on a agreement like certain amount of appearances, maybe
Yeah,
kind of like
probably.
a
He probably go
Brock.
for like their tag belts or something with
That
his
would be
brother.
cool too.
Yeah,
I think him in New Japan. I think when I saw him when they showed him, I was like, this makes sense. Like
yeah,
this is where he should be. Like I know a lot of people like AEW. I didn't think AEW for him.
yeah. Me
Maybe
too. I'm like,
TNA because I felt like he could have like if which still could. With
yeah,
TNA, I feel like he could have a Christian Cage '05 effect on TNA today. Like he'll be that
yeah,
vet that comes in and like get shit rolling. You know what I mean? Because like a lot of
exactly.
people don't show the love to Christian that they should with TNA because TNA like when he got there, it was already hot, right? It was pretty hot. But like I don't think they had TV yet. I think he was like his reign and stuff got them like a little bit of buzz. Also because he had a name, you know what I mean. But he was also
Yeah,
putting on bangers, and they were having good ass shows. So it was like I think, my bad. I think Nick could be that for TNA wrestling. I think he
yeah.
could have
I
that
see that.
effect on them, especially since he's such a. I haven't met a
Favorite fan favorite.
fan. Yeah, I haven't met a fan that says fuck Ziggler. You know what I mean? Like I've never
Yeah,
met
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I've seen it online, but you rarely see it. Everybody's
Exactly.
always like, "Damn, they should have did more with him." I remember when he cashed in. What a moment! Like no one ever says bad shit about him. So like,
I
if you get
think
a guy like that in TNA that people love, they're gonna show up to support and watch him.
I agree with you when you said that Ziggler or Nick Nemeth in New Japan makes sense because, like you said, it's all about the wrestling part of it.
Yeah.
We saw the promo that he cut in that press conference with Finley, how passionate it was.
Yeah.
It reminded me of that Cody Rhodes promo that he did back in the day. And they do a lot of that. They focus a lot on the wrestling and the promo aspect.
Yeah.
Again, they're not the biggest company to do a storyline with. Yeah, they have
Yeah.
stories of how this person hates that person, but that's it. The stories are all in the promos outside of what you see in the ring.
Yeah.
Um, so I think that with Ziggler in New Japan makes 1,000% sense. 1,000% sense to him for his career. Maybe he'll end his career there in New Japan. Maybe
You never
not.
know.
You never know exactly. So, and again, it just makes total sense that he's there, and I hope he thrives there.
Facts. I'm gonna try and stay up and watch New Year's Dash. Hopefully,
That's today, right?
we'll
That's
see what
today.
happens. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Tomorrow morning, whatever.
tomorrow.
Same
Yeah, the
shit.
morning. Yeah,
Same shit. Yeah. But
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, it was a dope show. It was cool to see Nick show up. That was cool. But yeah, man. Like I said, this year the wrestling's gonna be nice, man. We got new champions in New Japan. We got storylines on fire in WWE. We got storylines building up in AEW. And we
yeah.
got TNA coming back, and they look like they're gonna put on a show, man. The signings they're making, the big signing that's supposed to be coming. I don't know who the fuck is supposed to be. I kind of feel like it's Monet. I don't know. It's either
I
Monet or
feel like that
Okada.
might be it. Yeah, I mean, if it is Okada,
I think
he's already going to
Okada
be there.
would be fucking
Insane.
a crazy signing because it's like I would look at that as a L for WWE because I feel like all the stuff that they're
Yeah,
doing right now is to show him like we could take care of you. Look at what we're doing with
exactly.
EO. Look at what Oscar's doing.
Let,
Look at
let,
what
let me ask you
Nakamura's
this.
doing all of a sudden. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
look at what we could do with. Look at what we doing with our Japanese people.
Let
Basically,
me ask you
that's what they're
this.
saying. What's up?
TNA is now doing they partnered with Endeavor and they're
Yeah,
doing like premium, they call them their events premium live events now.
yeah,
Do you think we'll ever see a crossover between WWE and TNA? At some point, not this year, but at some point.
yeah. I can see it because there's no beef there.
Yeah.
Back in the day, there was beef. Now there's no beef because I feel like if you think about all the guys that came over to TNA back in the day, were petty. You know what I mean? So like they
Yeah.
had beef with WWE and Vince, so they took it personal, and that's why all those guys went over there. And like they've worked together in the past. Like I remember the trade for Christian. I always remember
Yeah.
that. I think for the Hall of Fame. I forgot who they got. Who was it they got? Christian was able to go over there for a Hall of Fame speech, and then who came to WWE for something? Was
When was
it?
this? Like
This was like
20?
a. Let me see if I find it real quick. It was like a trade off. This was in the early like 2010s. Hold on, TNA, and it was like for Christian to put somebody in the Hall of Fame or some shit like that. I don't remember like the actual like um
It was probably like a Royal Rumble appearance for
here we
somebody,
go,
I
the
feel like.
bizarre deal of Christian in 2012. So it was a
2012.
trade between WWE and TNA for one night. Let's see. Okay, so they let Christian go over there while he was the IC champion on the pay-per-view. And then let's see, what did they give WWE? I don't know.
Probably nobody
Oh,
watching
the
it.
Four Horsemen. Yes. So they let Ric Flair, because he was under contract with TNA, get
Yes.
inducted into the Hall of Fame with the Four Horsemen because they wanted all of them. Yes. That's what it was. So that was the trade off. You let us use Christian for our Hall of Fame. We let you use Rick for your Hall of Fame. Which,
Okay.
cool. So they've worked together in the past. Like that was 2012. Okay. That was already past their prime. So like I
Yeah.
could see them
Yeah.
working together one day. Will it
Exactly.
happen right away? I don't know. I think they're gonna wait to see what TNA does, and I think if anything, um, it won't be like a partnership like how AEW and TNA Impact did,
Yeah.
but like an invasion type thing. I think they'll use them more as like as more of a minor league system.
I
Like,
was I
oh,
was
we
gonna
need we need this guy from NXT to get more experience. Send him to TNA.
yeah.
Something like
I was
that.
gonna I
I
was
think
gonna
you
say
you will
like
see stuff like that.
in order for WWE and TNA to kind of do their thing together for a partnership, I would say to wait a little bit until TNA rebuilds himself again
Yeah,
as
yeah.
TNA, because you
I
don't
think they're
want to throw
gonna.
him in right away and then have it
Yeah.
like filled with mainly WWE guys, and it's like it's not really TNA, it's
Well, basically that's
TNA.
what they are, but that was
True,
because
true.
of that when they released everybody during COVID. Impact's roster wasn't that strong, so they just picked up everybody.
And vice versa, I
But
guess.
yeah,
A lot of TNA guys went to WWE, and it's like so
yeah,
it pretty much is the same on either side. Just switch over some people. But I
yeah,
guess so. You're right on that sense. But it's like you gotta. You probably want to revamp their roster a little bit, make it fresh and new, and
yeah.
kind of like an all-star roster again before they do something with WWE to be like, okay, let me
Exactly.
borrow this guy, let me borrow that
Yeah,
guy. I'll send
but
you
I
over
think
this guy.
that,
Nah,
but I think that's the most they'll do. Maybe like send people over there from NXT to get more experience. Maybe not main roster guys, and they won't bring anybody over because it's kind of weird to, hey, this is Brian Myers, but you don't know him as Brian Myers, but this is Brian Myers. You know him as Carl Hawkins though, but he's not
yeah,
Carl Hawkins. He's Brian Myers. You know what I mean? It's
yeah,
something like that. Kind of like if they ever did something and like Cardona's on the show. It's like, yeah, you know him, but not really. Like this isn't him. So you gotta kind of like
yeah,
explain that to people because fucking wrestling fans are annoyed, and they'll be like,
yeah,
"Oh, but isn't that Zack Ryder? Go fuck yourself."
yeah,
I like,
yeah.
I hate wrestling fans, man,
I know.
and because I even catch myself sometimes. I'll be watching shit. I'm like, this fucking shit. I'll be like, yo,
Yeah.
you chill, Joel. Don't be that guy.
Yeah.
Don't be
Get
that guy. Just
give
enjoy
yourself a pep talk, is it?
it.
Like, yeah,
Just
like
enjoy it. Which I feel like I
exactly.
have lately. I've tried my best
Yeah.
not to bash any company. Like let
Yeah.
everybody do their thing. Everybody's killing it. Of course, everything's not gonna be the best, but just
Yeah.
fucking enjoy it, man.
Exactly. Enjoy it. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
like
Yeah, that is true. That is
that's
true.
that whole the whole fucking now this is everybody's favorite word in wrestling, tribalism. Now
Yeah.
that's the word in wrestling now.
Yeah.
Not a mark, fucking
It's
tribals.
tribalism. Yeah, you want to
But
defend one company,
but
but
it makes no sense because it's like it's wrestling. You're
yeah,
basically you're basically like if you want like I've seen comments that's like I just hope they go out of business. Like you know how many people lose their jobs if this
exactly.
company go not only the wrestlers, the producers, the cameramen, the audio people,
Yeah,
the commentators. Like to say something like that is so fucking crazy. To just say, "Yo, I hope this company didn't exist." I've never hated a
exactly.
company that much.
Yeah,
You know
that
what
is
I mean?
true.
I don't think
Yeah,
I've ever hated a company at all. I think I hated Impact for a little bit, but that was just because resentment. I was like, y'all had everything, and y'all just
yeah,
let it go. Like that is an
yeah,
example of getting too big too soon. Or not even
yeah,
getting too big and doing too much too soon. Because you got some fire under you, nice. All of a sudden we're going Mondays. That right there was the first mistake. Going to Mondays. Then the next mistake was taking away the six sides. The next mistake was giving Hogan well, and then it just went on and
yeah,
on
yeah,
and on. You know what I mean? Oh man, we gotta do an episode strictly about that one day. And just I'm gonna just give
yeah,
you a we're gonna do a watch along of the first Impact on Monday, and you're gonna be like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
yeah.
We got to do that. Have you ever seen that episode or no?
No, I don't think
Oh,
I
we're
have. No,
definitely doing it
I
next
don't think I
week.
was a fan around that time yet. I was
Oh
like
yeah, because
still getting
it was
used.
'09. Yeah, so you were
Yeah,
probably
I was
just
still,
getting into
I was,
WWE.
I was still getting into WWE. So I'm like, I'm learning that, and it's like,
Yeah,
I knew of it because I remember like flipping through the channels, and I like, oh, what the hell is
yeah.
this?
I'm
TNA Impact Wrestling,
I'm gonna tell you right
and it's
now
like,
the way they opened, which is smart. They opened up on a cage, but it wasn't a cage. It was a
what do you
dome.
mean open up on a cage?
Like the first match was a cage, but it wasn't a cage. It was like an asylum. They called it the
Okay,
asylum, and the purpose of it was to climb to the top, and there was a hole at the top. You had to climb and get out the hole, and that's how you won.
what the? I think I seen it.
Exactly.
That was the
Yeah.
one
And what
that
the
was the one that
fuck?
was Jeff Hardy sitting on top of.
Return. Jeff
Yeah, the
Hardy
return. Yeah,
returned to kick off the first Monday episode. Yes.
yeah.
And shout out
That
to
was
Homicide
that's.
for
Yeah.
winning. Shout out to
I remember
Homicide.
seeing
I
that too.
still
I'm
don't know
like,
how he got
Jeff
out of
Hardy.
that. You know the upper body strength you have to have
Yeah, you have to
to
pull yourself up.
climb?
Like, how the fuck do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I could never. I would just look up and watch it and be like, good
Hey, you
luck,
could win
y'all.
this. I don't care. I don't even.
Yeah, I don't even care.
Yeah.
I'll wait for them to lift this so I could get
Yeah.
out. There's no way I'm climbing that. But yeah, that's how they kicked it off. You see, we gotta watch
uh,
that episode. We're gonna do a
yeah.
watch along.
Imagine they bring that back now. It's like the four-sided asylum. Gotta
Yo,
escape to win it.
I would be like, yo, what the fuck? It was an interesting idea though. Like, there's
Yeah,
been
it was
stuff in
different.
wrestling that's interesting. Like, that's a. All right, we got ideas. We got
The,
ideas. We're not gonna
the,
get
the,
into it. We're not gonna get into it.
the thing
But
I
there's
like
a
about
yeah,
the thing I like about TNA is like they do a lot of different stuff that I've never seen. Because I remember watching like the reverse battle royal where they get to enter the ring instead of
yeah.
throwing over the top, and the ultimate X match that they have is to get
That
climb the rope
ultimate,
and grab the
that used to
title.
be my favorite match growing up.
Yeah, it's insane.
I used to try to play it when I had the Impact game. First of all, that game, wow. That game was a good idea. But also I've never played it with a controller. I don't know. My parents got it for me for the Wii. Don't ask me why.
Yeah,
It's just what happened. That's how I got it.
yeah,
Um but maybe if you play with controller is better. I don't know.
yeah,
But
yeah,
for the time, that video game was awesome because it was like, yo, the graphics are awesome. Like, why is what the fuck? And then they just shit the bed. But they do have some innovating stuff. That you see, that's another thing we could go down into a rabbit hole about all these
yeah.
random ass matches that a lot of companies do. Like,
Exactly. There's so many different things.
yeah, like I've
Like
never even
AEW does the blackjack battle royal.
you know
It's different. Everyone's trying to make their own stuff, different versions
W
to be like this is our creation.
WCW, yeah, WCW did the three cages stacked on top of each other. and called it
That's
War
insane.
Games, and it was like, what? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see, we could go down a rabbit hole with this
Imagine
shit.
imagine the three cages on top of each other. That's fucking
I'm
insane.
with it. I'm with it. People were
Yeah.
like, that was such a stupid idea. I'm with it. Give it to me. I'm with that. I want to see that happen with the wrestlers now. I want to
Yeah.
see like what, because back then you had a bunch of big guys doing it.
Yeah.
Now you throw Ricochet in there, AJ in there. You got all these high flyers in there. Be
Exactly. Yeah.
careful. Be
Yo. Be
careful.
careful. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Oh my
wild.
god.
But yeah,
Jesus.
there's certain matches are like, yeah, for real. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, there's a lot. There's a lot of that in wrestling. Shout out
There
wrestling.
is.
Shout out wrestling.
There
What?
is. What else happened this week that was kind of big news?
Um, Christian and Adam
And Adam
Copeland. We could,
Copeland.
yeah, we
Yeah.
could talk about that real quick because wow, that was match of the night.
Yeah. That
Fucking
was.
killed it. That they killed it. That
I
was
knew I knew once Killswitch won the battle royal, I'm like, of course they're
yeah.
doing something tonight with that shit. He
Uh-huh.
wouldn't have given it to him for no reason.
Yeah.
I thought at first, honestly, at first I was like, maybe he'll cash it in and he'll be the one to win it. But then once I saw Christian Cage, I was
Yep.
like, give it to me. I'm
He
like,
said,
oh
"Give
fucking
it."
course, of
Uh-huh.
course. Why didn't I think of that
I
now? I'm
like
like,
that.
shit.
I thought that was dope. I thought that was sick because it was like, nah, no way he taking this guy. Like, he taking his title shot away. And homie just gave it up, signed it, hit him with a spear, and
And won
pinned
it
him one,
back.
two, three. And he never lost. He said he never lost it. Never lost it. Right? Did he say he never lost it?
I think
He said he,
at first I
because
did. At
yesterday he
first I did.
said he retained his title. I was like,
Yeah,
okay, we're not counting it. Then cool. Well, he's not counting it. But it was
yeah. He's not counting it, but
yeah, it
like,
was a cool moment though. Like you saw
yeah,
Edge, like you saw Adam with the belt, and I
yeah.
was like, this is a cool moment.
He
I
held it
do
for three
like that they
minutes.
took it off of him though. I do like that they took it off of him though, because he
I
doesn't
did
need
say
it.
it though. I did
Yeah,
call it. I was like, he's
yeah,
definitely winning it and losing it soon.
yeah.
But I didn't think it was gonna be the same night. I'm
So it
like, he's
makes
definitely
sense.
losing
Yeah,
it.
because he didn't
Yeah,
need it. He didn't need it. He just needed to beat Christian. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
he's done with that storyline. I think. I
I
think.
hope it's done.
Yeah.
I mean, and Christian Cage did say, in the promo this past Wednesday where it was like, eventually I'm gonna pass this title down to Nick Wayne. It'll
Yeah.
be cool if like eventually that's what happens to where like maybe at a Double or Nothing or sometime he's like, yo, I don't need this belt anymore. You could pin me for it. Let's have a match right now. Pin me. I'll give you the shot. You'll win it off me,
Yeah.
and then you're the champion. I pass it down to my son. Or they could just do something to where like Christian Cage pretends like he's gonna give it to Nick Wayne. He does that shit, kicks out, and beats Nick Wayne to be like, yo, I just beat my son for it.
Yeah.
To cause like a
I
contention a little bit between Nick Wayne and
yeah.
Christian Cage.
I think it's gonna lead up to him and Killswitch. I think they're gonna fight for the belt. I think he has. We need a babyface turn. I think we're gonna get a
Yeah,
babyface turn. How does it happen? Not sure, but I think we're gonna get a babyface turn, and he's gonna be the one to take it off of Christian. His monster,
probably.
his own monster.
Exactly. Turn on him back to babyface. That's
What a
amazing.
promo though. He was like, his name is Killswitch. I was like, yo, I
Yeah,
love this guy, man.
yeah.
What else
I know.
happened? What was another big thing that happened? The Rock came back, of course.
Yeah,
Rollins beat Drew again. He defended his belt. Priest did a fake cash in again.
yeah.
Um, Private Party
Nothing else. That
returned.
was.
I feel like we covered everything. Private Party
Yeah, we did cover
returned. New
everything.
Japan. Naito's the champion. Finley got this new belt. Oh,
He.
Tanahashi fucking
Oh,
booking
the
himself as
prisoner.
a champ. Yeah, fuck this
Yeah.
guy.
I
I was like, yo,
mean,
how
good for
funny
him
would
though. Good
I
for
was like, how
him.
funny would it be? I was watching it with my brother. I was like, how funny would it be if he booked himself to win this match? I was like, and then look, and then he came, Saber Jr. came out with all TMDK. I was like, he's gonna beat all of them. I was like, I've seen this before. This is Cena and Nexus again. When it happened, I was so angry because I was saying it to fuck around.
Well,
I was like, bro,
let's
it's
be
no
honest. I would have done
shot.
the same thing if I was Tanahashi. I'd be like, yo, I'm
Hell
champion now.
yeah.
Fucking
He
listen to
needs
me.
to switch up his gear though. He got the fake ass tattoo sleeves that connect through the bow. I was like, you just stop it, bud.
I
Just
mean,
stop.
Zack Saber Jr. did hold that title for 1 year exactly.
Yeah,
From what I saw online, I was like, he won it January 4th last year, and he lost it on January 4th this year.
yeah. They need
So
to,
yeah,
that
and
belt
he had like a list. He had like a
is.
whole list of fucking people he beat for it. I'm like, Jesus Christ, this is all 1 year.
Yup.
But again, New Japan probably does like a lot more events year round than WWE does,
Yeah. But
or probably the
also,
same. I don't know.
he probably defended it internationally too,
Yeah, yeah,
like on
that's what I
indies
mean.
and
Yeah,
stuff. Because he defend it at
I
Forbidden
think
Door?
I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
Who he
I
fought?
forgot who, but I
Wasn't
remember him
it
defending
Brian?
it then. No, that was Full Gear or Wrestle Dream that he faced Brian. It's supposed to be a Forbidden Door last year, but then it happened at
Yes.
Wrestle Dream this year.
Yes, I have that
But it was
Wrestle Dream.
non-title. It was non-title,
Yeah. Okay.
so it was 1-on-1.
Damn, who did he fight? I don't remember, but I think he
Let me
defended it then.
check now. I'm gonna fucking wanted to check. Hold on.
Unless he was like in a tag match or something. But I do know he's been defending it a lot. But I feel like he defended it
Yeah,
at Forbidden Door. I'm not sure though.
he definitely did. I just don't remember who. Um. Oh, it was a no. It wasn't. No, it was a. He was in the Fatal 4-Way match for the international championship.
Ah, okay, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, it was him, Garcia, Cassidy, and Shibata.
Yeah. Damn, man.
I think it was supposed to be like Garcia versus Saber Jr. and then
Yo, not gonna lie. Cassidy versus Roderick is gonna go crazy. I think.
oh, it is,
I
it
think it's gonna
is.
go nuts. I'm excited for it.
That's the match I'm looking forward to. Out of everyone in Undisputed Kingdom, that's the match I'm looking forward to.
Also, Adam Cole said we didn't talk about this earlier, but going back to the promo, Adam Cole did say that Wardlow's going after the belt, but when Adam Cole is fully healed and healthy, he is going to relinquish the belt and give it to Adam Cole. Does that happen?
I think if if Wardlow does win the AEW championship, I can definitely see him winning it at some point before way before Adam Cole finishes heals up with his ankle injury before he plans on returning. Because I don't because yeah, it could definitely happen to where like Wardlow wins it, then like the next day somehow Adam Cole is back to being healthy and he gets the
Mm-hmm.
belt to him. But I feel like they would give Wardlow a certain amount of time as champion first
Yeah,
before that happens.
I think
Now I'm
they
not saying
should.
like a full year or like
No,
6 months. Give it like a 3 month title reign. Then Adam Cole comes back. That's when he relinquishes it. But then
so
it's not like the MJF pairing to where he has to do it. Like he has no choice.
yeah,
It's like Wardlow wants to do it. He had his time as champion. He's all good. He's set in stone. And he's like, Adam Cole, you can have it now. I'm cool
yeah,
with you. Unlike MJF, where I hated his guts since day one. I'm
yeah.
cool with you. So now I'm giving you your belt that you deserve.
I think they're gonna do the same thing. Like have it happen like 3 months. But I think Cole's gonna get healthy and be like, "Yo, give me the title," and Wardlow's gonna be like, "In the middle of a title run, homie." I
Yeah.
don't think so. You know what I mean? And then that's gonna create some tension. And then I think it's gonna be more of Adam versus Wardlow maybe, and like all in. I don't know, because if MJF resigns, right, you can't just you gotta give him a rematch for the title, right?
Yeah. Then it's Adam Cole versus MJF. You have baby faces in Wardlow and MJF teaming again. Then you add in that's when you bring back Kyle O'Reilly
Yeah.
to be like Kyle O'Reilly is now in Undisputed Kingdom, and then it's like it makes it even better. I
Well,
mean, I'm not saying
true.
it will downgrade the Undisputed Kingdom, but it's like it'll make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Nah, it does make sense. Damn, this year's gonna be dope.
it is. It
I'm
is.
excited.
Me too.
Damn, I think that's everything that happened this week.
Yeah, that is everything.
What a time.
I can't think of anything else that was big this past 7 days.
Yeah. Yeah, me either. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck. Look at
So
us hitting
I guess
all the fucking news topics, man.
exactly. Yeah.
And no
I
rumors.
guess
Yeah. Fuck the
exactly.
rumors.
Yeah, so I guess we could wrap it up there. Again, this is episode number 146 of the Bring Fanatics podcast. I am Nick, your host. With me, as always, is my co-host Joel. and we will see you guys the next episode.
Catch you.